What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video updating you guys on potentially what is going to be happening in NHL free agency for the Maple Leafs. And at the time I'm recording this, everything could change at the drop of a dime. So if you guys are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Join the squad. I'd love to have you guys here. Now, here's the thing. We've already got a little bit of news, and it has to do with Chris Tanev, and he's officially signed his contract to stick around with the Maple Leafs as we traded for his rights. He will be signing a 6-year contract, and the average annual value will be $4.5 million per season. Now, what is that? That's an overpayment. Now, I was hoping the Leafs could get him at like $3.8 to $4 million on longer term, but it seems as though the market value for him was probably high enough where the Maple Leafs had to give him term plus a higher average annual value. Now, yesterday, Kevin Weeks reported that it would be $5 million for his services, but it looks like it's going to be 4.5. So again, I'm happy with adding a top 4 defenseman in Chris Tanev. It's just I'm a little bit worried about the average annual value. Am I worried about the length of the contract? No, because unfortunately, Chris Tanev is kind of beat up. He's in his late 30s, and I think that towards the end of that deal, he's more than likely not going to be playing or not healthy enough to play. I hope he, I hope he is. Knock on wood. I really hope that he is okay to play and everything's good and the guy can continue to play. But towards the end of that contract, 6 years in, I don't think that he is going to be playing to the full Chris Tanev ability that everybody's used to. Now, here's another interesting thing. Looks like Darren Dreger is expecting Oliver Ekman-Larsson to join the Maple Leafs as well. Now, there has been rumors of this and that the Maple Leafs were probably out on most of the defensemen that were available. Now, again, I'm not mad at signing Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and it looks like it's pretty much going to happen. The rumored number is around $4 million for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. That's not good. If the Maple Leafs spent a little bit more money, you could have made a hard run at Matt Roy, who potentially is going to get over $6 million. If I was the Leafs, that would have been the first domino I would have went after. I would have tried to sign him and then circle back to a guy like OEL or even Tanev if they could have made it possible. But it looks like a lot of teams were really hoping for Chris Tanev. Vancouver was one of those teams to try to bring him back. Dallas was another one of his former teams, his last team, that was trying to bring him back. So there was competition for Tanev, and it seems as though the Maple Leafs valued him the most. But Oliver Ekman-Larsson, if he does come in at around $4 million, the Leafs are in trouble. They've overspent on all 3 of the signings that they've made on their blue line, and it's given them no room to improve in other areas, in my opinion. Now, we also lost Tyler Bertuzzi, as we talked about yesterday. So let's just take a look at how the Leafs shape up now. I expect Max Domi to play with Austin Matthews because they had pretty good chemistry together. I would imagine this is what the second line will look like. They're probably going to have to move up David Kampf and Bobby McMahon in order to allow a guy like Pontus Holmberg or somebody cheap as well to play in the center position. This is kind of what the forward group looks like right now, and they still could make moves. In terms of the blue line, I always do it. Connor Timmins on LTIR because it takes the money away here, because I do believe they're either going to trade him or they're going to bury him in the minors with the Toronto Marlies, which would have the same effect on their cap. I also believe Cave Weber is definitely not making this team out of camp. So the Maple Leafs have around $5.5 million if, in fact, Oliver Ekman-Larsson is signing for $4 million. He'll likely slide in here. I don't know if he'll end up playing on the bottom pairing or if they'll give him top 4 minutes. You still need to get another goalie. You still need to get another forward. Now, another rumor that I'm hearing is that the Maple Leafs are in on Laurent Brossoit and Anthony Stolarz. Now, both of those guys apparently could get up to $4 million as well, $3 to $4 million for either one of them. I don't know what's going on with the amount it costs goaltenders who haven't played more than like 30 or 40 games, but that's expensive. And I'm not sure if the Maple Leafs should invest that much money in a goaltender that hasn't been proven yet, but they might not have a choice. As like I said before, they need a goalie to play with Joseph Woll, and it's it's got to happen. They've got to make that move today. They got to figure out who they're going to have as the 1A, 1B with Joseph Woll. So again, I'm taking you back here. Currently, this is what it looks like. I know a lot of people are saying trade Kampf and Yarncrook. If they were going to do that, they would have had to have done that already, because the Leafs, like, I need to stress this to you guys. The Leafs need to spend money in free agency because they don't have trade assets necessarily that are going to allow them to pick up good players. Like, we're not going to, we barely have any picks, right? We have a first round pick for the next couple years, or we have it in 26 and 27. Besides that, like, we don't have a lot of prospects to give up via trade, unless you're trading like Fraser Minton or Easton Cowan, which we can't do that. And now I know a lot of people are saying trade Nick Robertson. He's requested a trade. For a pending RFA that doesn't have a contract, Robertson's not going to get a ton of value back in a trade. The Leafs need to spend money in free agency to address areas that they need, good talent. Now, signing Tanev, okay, I'm fine with it. They overpaid a little bit, but that's fine. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, they're likely overpaying for him as well. Liljegren, they're overpaying for him as well. So I don't know, I'm not saying people should be happy or not happy with Brad Treliving, but this is why I said when Dubas was fired, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get more of the same, right? Or worse. And the Maple Leafs are spending money like crazy once again and not exactly changing a whole lot. I will say, if you do add Tanev, which they did, and you do add Ekman-Larsson, of course, your blue line is actually getting a little bit better. Okay, let's just be honest here. We're not going to be negative the whole time. The blue line is better. Tanev is much better defensively than Lyubushkin and Edmondson, who we had for cheap last year. Tanev will make a difference there. OEL, offensively gifted, actually might help our power play, which we desperately need people to shoot the puck on the power play from the blue line. So again, no problem. It's just how much money you gave them is the problem, right? So we need to see what the Leafs are going to do here. Again, I'll flash Cap Friendly up here because this is likely the last Cap Friendly video I'll ever make. Again, congrats to the Cap Friendly team. You guys are going on to sign with the NHL, with the Washington Capitals. Incredible. But this right here is running it back. The Maple Leafs haven't made big changes to their forward group. They made pretty decent changes on their blue line, and they haven't done anything in goal. So the forward group is running it back. It looks like David Perron potentially could be an option for the Maple Leafs. And like I've been doing in my other videos, we're going to just check my phone really quick and see if there's any more noise about the Maple Leafs. Man, this is crazy. Apparently Nashville is the front runner for Steven Stamkos. That would be amazing. The Predators might get Stamkos, Marchessault, and Brady Shea. What? Oh my God, they're really going for it. They are really going for it. Dude, they might be much better by tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, this is wild. Shane Pinto might get traded. Look, it's going to be fun. Let's be honest. Free agency day is fun. I wish it wasn't all spoiled and all on Twitter and stuff like that. But again, the Maple Leafs need to do something here. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new here, like, subscribe, join the squad. Love to have you guys here. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be in like an hour or two. Peace.